Hello, people at home. My name is Nick Ndeda. I am a professional actor slash voice artist slash radio presenter slash person who likes to paint but doesn't like selling his stuff. But that's a story for another day. And yeah, it's good to be here. So for me, acting started when I was in high school. I actually started acting because my brother used to tease me because I was a very shy person. I like to think that I still am, to a certain extent. So anyway, my brother used to tease me a lot that, oh, you're such a shy person, you know what, you will never become an actor, because I loved watching movies and I always thought, I can do something in this. But because I really like the fact that my brother was so hard on me, because that's what made me actually step into an audition. Now, this is in high school. Granted, high school acting is a little bit different, a lot different from professional acting, but the one thing that it helps with is build confidence to stand in front of people to do something, to perform something. So through my brother's random bullying, reverse psychology sort of thing that he was doing, I managed to get into acting in high school. As soon as I finished high school, I knew that this was what I wanted to do. So I actually enrolled and I studied at Alliance for a year and a half. Every single month I went for an audition. Every single month I got rejected for 15 months straight. 15th month, I'm like, okay, maybe this is not for me. So I decided to go back to what my parents wanted me to do, which was, go to university, study something. But interestingly enough, as fate would have it, the same day, like literally the same day I went to tell my dad, let's go check for universities now. I saw an audition for a Shakespeare play. And the thing that drew me to theater was Shakespeare. I used to watch Shakespeare plays on television and it was so cool. So I saw this audition and I was like, oh, you know what? This is a Shakespeare play. You've been auditioning for 15 months. You probably won't be picked anyway, so what do you have to lose? I always accredit that feeling that I had on that day, because I remember telling myself when I stared at the audition post, I was like, and yeah, well, seriously, what do I have to lose? See, I'll just be rejected again and life goes on. I went, did the audition, I got picked. I did that play. There was an actor who was in it who was doing another play at Phoenix Players the month after. So he recommends me to that director. I get into that play. That play was watched by another director at Phoenix who had a play the month later, and he calls me to come into that play, and I did that play with Ian Bogwa. Shout outs to Ian Bogwa, who 3 months later calls me to come and do another play at Phoenix Players, which was a Shakespeare thing. So awesome, I get to do 2 Shakespeare plays in less than a year, and this is what I always wanted to do. And it's just, it started a snowball effect. From there, I literally found myself doing a play every 2 months. And it's been like that since 2005. Let's be honest, man. No one likes being rejected. No one likes being told that you're not good enough. But I understand that when you walk into an audition and you don't succeed in the audition, it's not because you're bad. It's because your interpretation and presentation of what you were asked to do was not up to par vis-a-vis the directors, the casting directors, the producers, whoever's called you up for the audition, okay? So when you get rejected, for me, the rejection was just the first couple of times, it kind of got to me, because I remember, I think the 3rd or 4th audition, I brought a friend of mine. Now this dude, oh my God, shout outs to Samuel Jugona. This dude called Samuel, so I was with him in high school, never acted. Came to Alliance, he's really good in French, so we were just hanging out and I told him, yo, there's an audition happening on the 3rd floor of this building. Why don't we go? And this audition was so basic. We were told, say something in your mother, like react to something in your mother tongue. So my mother tongue, Luo, I did my thing. My friend went on, he did his thing, and then he got picked. Now this guy has no acting background whatsoever. I had done a couple of plays in high school and that was pretty much it. And I felt like, oh my God, why is he getting that role and I'm not? But then when I watched the play and I saw him and I was like, oh, I could see a little bit of what the director was looking for in that particular character that we were auditioning for. So that, to me, from the time I watched that particular show, I told myself, anytime you get rejected, it's not because you suck. It's not that you don't fit that right now. And had I given up after those auditions, I probably would have never ended up doing acting. So the rejection thing was fine. After a while, and the more you get rejected, I think the tougher your skin gets.
Yeah.
You know, I always say it will be really great. I think you'll be really good to deal with rejection if you've been dumped a couple of times. You know,